The other big story we're following tonight, how federal workers are being impacted by new orders from President Donald Trump. We saw protests outside the U.S. Office of Personnel Management today.
Yeah, people are upset with plans by the Trump administration and Elon Musk to slash the federal workforce. We are getting so many questions from you tonight.
And Katie Lusso has been working to get us some answers. So, Katie, that process has been no small task.
It certainly hasn't. Tonight, I listened in on a town hall for federal workers hosted by Don Beyer. Now, the line was jam-packed with people, so many that I actually couldn't get on the call at first. There are so many concerns that I heard. Number one being, is what's happening even legal? Well, tonight action is being taken in the form of a lawsuit that was filed against the Department of Treasury for sharing confidential data with the Department of Government Efficiency and Elon Musk.
I think it's outrageous.
This is what the beginning of dictatorship looks like.
Reactions pouring in, both of outrage and intrigue.
I'm eager to see an audit and see the sort of mismanagement that the Secretary of State has told us about.
This is two unions representing federal employees filed this lawsuit against the Department of Treasury for sharing confidential information with the Department of Government Efficiency, aka DOGE, and Elon Musk. The lawsuit just hours after Musk shut down the U.S. Agency for International Development, known as USAID, and told staffers to stay home.
People like me who had access revoked didn't even get this email to not come in. I heard about that through the grapevine.
Elon Musk has said he had support from the president to shut it down.
Finding tremendous waste, probably fraud and abuse can be added to it.
I think Elon Musk also has a little bit of common sense, and I think the American people really appreciate that when it comes to the federal government, because it seems like all common sense has been lost in this city, and that's what you see when you look at USAID.
But some flat out disagree.
What Trump and Musk have done is not only wrong, it's illegal. USAID was established by an act of Congress, and it can only be disbanded by an act of Congress.
Monday night, Representative Jerry Connolly calling for Musk to be subpoenaed.
Why did he get access? How did he get access? And what is he doing with it? And I'm calling tonight for Chairman Comer of our committee to subpoena Elon Musk and bring him before our committee so we can have answers to those questions.
All right, Katie, so clearly there is a lot to unpack here, especially with the deadline approaching this Thursday for federal workers considering that deferred resignation program. Any updates on that?
Well, I can tell you we've heard from sources. Forms are being emailed to federal workers to sign if they choose to accept. It explains that if they sign, they'll continue to get pay and benefits through September 30th without any expectations of working beyond February 28th. Now, accepted workers will not be affected, it says, by funding lapses and will be notified immediately. However, on tonight's call, federal workers were advised to check with their unions and possibly consult an attorney before making any decisions.
All right, we will continue to follow it all. Katie, thank you.